Welcome to 3 Key Strategies for Managing Your Prospects. My name is Carrie Sutala, and I am the owner and Chief Creative Officer at Wild Fig Marketing. I'm super excited to share with you these strategies for managing your prospects, all within LinkedIn. We've had a ton of great success with using LinkedIn as a prospecting tool, so I'm excited to bring this information to you today. So we'll go ahead and get started. Just a little bit of information about myself and Wild Fig Marketing and kind of who we are and what we do. So really it all kind of stems back from our name. And we get a lot of questions from people as to, why did you come up with Wild Fig Marketing, or what's the basis for the name? And really it's kind of how we envision how we do business. So we work with small to medium-sized companies kind of across the spectrum. We have both B2C and B2B clients. And what our number one goal is for them to help them build stronger, deeper relationships, kind of grow deep roots with their current customers. In addition, they still need to attract new customers as well. So our thought process is we use email marketing and e-newsletters to help our customers stay in front of their clients and their customers and prospects on a regular basis. So they deepen those roots. They're giving them great information, great education, and they're staying top of mind. So then what happens is those roots grow deeper and those relationships get stronger. Then those clients then start to send them referrals, and they branch out then and start to grow their company. So the Wild Fig tree is actually a tree with the deepest roots in South Africa. It's over 400, the roots are over 400 feet deep. And so we thought, wow, this is kind of a cool thing. It embodies what it is that we do and how we envision working with our clients. So our two main tools that we use are then email marketing and LinkedIn strategies. I'll give you a little bit of overview later, or if you're interested on some additional services that we offer. We do help clients with their LinkedIn for creating their profile, getting it all set up all the way through the prospecting strategies and helping them and coaching them on how to best use it. But without further ado, our LinkedIn success. I think it's important to understand kind of how we got into this and what we have done with our LinkedIn marketing strategies. So probably we've been using this for about 4 years as a heavy prospecting tool. And we generate on average about 1 to 3 qualified referrals that are coming through LinkedIn each and every week. So our top 3 clients that we brought on, which have generated over $40,000 in revenue in just 1 year, have all come from LinkedIn. And they were connections of mine on LinkedIn that basically saw the information I was putting out there, kind of watched and learned a little bit more about me, and then reached out to me to talk a little bit more about how I could help their business. So like I said, we're very, very passionate about LinkedIn and hope that you see the power of it as well and how you can use it. I always start off my webinars or trainings with a little humor. So I found this image and thought I would share it with you. And I love how, the LinkedIn is the Rolodex, and then you've got, Pinterest, YouTube. So marketing and social networking has really changed a lot over the past couple years and continues to change at a rather rapid pace. I consider LinkedIn to be kind of the dark horse of social media. A lot of people are on Facebook, and we're using Facebook, and now we're starting to kind of see a shift or a move over to LinkedIn as Facebook has become a little bit more of a challenge for the regular business to be able to get their information out and start seeing a return on investment. So the power of LinkedIn, it's got over 347 million users and 2 new users every second. The highest population of people using LinkedIn are males between the ages of 40 and 45. 42% are updating their profile regularly, and I bet you if you checked that stat even a couple of years ago, you've probably seen a huge change as more and more people are jumping into LinkedIn and kind of seeing how it can work for their business. Another interesting fact is it's got 4 times more traffic or generates 4 times more traffic to your website than any of the other social media channels. So it's really a great place for people to go in and research, research your business, and then be able to reach, check out your website and give you a call from there. There's also executives from all Fortune 500 companies, and it's got the highest visitor to lead conversion rate at 2.74% higher than Twitter and Facebook. So it really is, a place, if you're looking to grow your business, it's definitely a place for you to be. Some LinkedIn success stories. I just thought I would share a few things about how different companies are using LinkedIn. We do offer different classes on this, as well as additional webinars that will be scheduled in the future to kind of help you with, setting up your profile, number one, and then number two, actually figuring out which prospecting strategies are best for you. We have had a ton of success with reverse prospecting. And basically what that means is we're checking at least 2 to 3 times a week to see who's viewed our profile. And then if they're not a connection and they're viewing our profile, there's a reason that they're doing that. Maybe they've seen our information or someone else commented on a post that we put out there. So what I'll do is I'll take a look at those people that have viewed my profile, and if we're not connected and I think that they might be a good prospect, I'll simply reach out to them and say, hey, I saw you on LinkedIn. I would love to connect and learn a little bit more about your business. On the flip side, if there are people that are looking at your LinkedIn profile that you know, and maybe potential prospects, it's a great opportunity to just click to message them and just check in and see how they're doing. Like I said, there's a reason why they're viewing your profile. There's also identifying key referral partners. A lot of people are looking, kind of to build their referral team and get a great group of business partners that are kind of helping each other grow their business. Reviewing connections prior to networking. This is a really important tip. If you do a lot of networking or a lot of one-to-one meetings with people, go in and do your research ahead of time and see who they're connected to. And then when it comes, to that point in time during that interaction that you're having with them, and they say, how can I help your business? You can have a list of prospects that that person is connected to that you can ask them about. So it's a great way to just make your marketing and your networking a lot more effective. Joining groups. Groups are huge. This is one of the strategies that I tend to tell people that if you're not doing a lot with LinkedIn already, I would kind of put this one on the back burner a little bit. Maybe join a few groups and kind of see how it works. But if you join all, 40 groups and you get in and you start trying to be active in every one of those groups, it's going to take a lot of time and it's probably going to overwhelm you. So just keep that in mind, but they are a good tool, and I would definitely recommend going and finding a few groups where your prospects might be and joining those. And last but not least, the biggest thing for LinkedIn is to be posting ideally daily, but if nothing else, making sure that you're posting consistently. So at least 2 to 3 times a week, because as you post, you get out in front of more people and your reach gets wider. So it's really, really important to do that. And then a question, how are you using LinkedIn as a prospecting tool? There's a lot of different options out there, a lot of different companies that are using it in different ways based on whether they're business to business or business to consumer. What I'm going to do is actually going to kind of highlight these search techniques and the 3 key strategies, and then I'm going to jump into my LinkedIn profile and actually walk you through the steps. So you've got the step-by-step piece here, and then I'll actually show you within my LinkedIn profile at the end of the PowerPoint. So first thing you're going to do on an advanced search is you click on advanced search, which is right at the top of the screen, and then you're going to enter in your search parameters. One of the things that I like about, I do have a LinkedIn Premium account, and with LinkedIn Premium you can add a lot of search parameters and use a lot of different search parameters that aren't available for the basic or the free LinkedIn account. So if you are planning to do a lot of heavy prospecting, you might want to consider getting the LinkedIn Premium package just to help you, kind of open up those search parameters and allow you to do more research as well. Now, I mentioned groups before. One of the advantages when you do a search, LinkedIn will actually search your first, your second, and your third degree connections plus the groups that you're a part of. So this is where groups are important. You cannot connect, you cannot send a message to someone, message someone within LinkedIn unless you're connected to them or they are in a group. That's the only caveat there. So one of the advantages of joining groups where your prospects are is that you have the ability, when you're doing a search, it's going to pull potential prospects from your groups as well and incorporate them into your search. So that's definitely a reason to go out and at least join maybe 5 to 10 groups where your prospects are. The next strategy is saved search. This is really cool because it'll actually, you can go in and you've done this advanced search, you've kind of narrowed down your prospect list, you know who you're going after, but then you have to log in every day to kind of see what's going on with it. It becomes a bit cumbersome. So instead what you can do is you can actually save your search, and then it'll send you updates anytime someone that you connect with that fits those parameters enters into that group. It'll send you a message and say, hey, here's your updated message with, or here's your updated list of people in your saved search. So I don't know about you, but I have over 1,500 connections on LinkedIn, and I don't talk to all of those people on a regular basis. Some I don't even know that well. So what happens is with a saved search, you know, maybe your friend Joe gets a new position and now he's at a company that's actually in your saved search. It will alert you that someone new has entered your saved search. So now you can reach out to Joe and say, hey, I saw you change companies. Let's talk, let's connect. So it's a great, great tool. And like I said, it just saves you a ton of time. And the steps are on here. You basically go to click on the advanced search, enter your search parameters, and then there's a little wheel that pops up where you click Save Search, and you can title it and search, title the search, and then choose your frequency as well. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. The tagging feature. This is probably new. Many of you may or may not have seen it. But basically what it allows you to do is to be able to manage your prospects within LinkedIn without ever having to leave LinkedIn. So it's really kind of an up-and-coming thing, and I think LinkedIn is smart to have this in place because, like I said, they want to make it as easy and the user experience as best as possible for you so that you don't have to be leaving LinkedIn or exporting all of your contacts into another system and trying to manage them that way. So what you can do basically is search for a connection, and when you pull up that connection, you're going to see a tab called Relationship. And that will allow you to click to apply a tag, click to apply a reminder, or click to apply how you met them. Now, one of the things that's really neat about the tag feature is that, say I've got a group, Dan Rollins here is actually part of my, he's a referral partner of mine, and I have tagged several people in my LinkedIn account that are referral partners. So if I have an event coming up and I want to be able to send a message to just my referral partners, instead of having to go in and click and find each one of them, I can actually go in, sort my connections by tags, and actually send a message specifically to those that are tagged. This is a great way to help you keep track of your prospects and your referral partners. And you can even start to really target your marketing too. You know, if you've got 3 target markets that you work with, you can actually go in and tag all those contacts to fit within that target market, so that if you've got a special offer or something that you want to send out, maybe an educational piece, a white paper, whatever it might be, you can actually go out and just send it to that group. So it's a fantastic tool and probably one of the most underutilized. The reminders are great for if you met someone or maybe you just connected with them on LinkedIn and you want to reach back out to them in a week and set up a meeting. You can do that. You just have to simply click to set a reminder. Last but not least, how you met them. If you're doing a ton of networking, it's a great idea to be able to incorporate some notes about your first meeting so that when you refer back to them, it's going to kind of set you apart from others that are connecting with them, because you're going to remember where you met them, what you talked about, and that's just a really cool way to keep track of those contacts and have help to build that relationship as well. So now, as promised, what we're going to do is my screen is going to go blank for just a quick second, and while I switch over to my other screen. So now we're going to dig right into LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you how this works. So we'll start with the advanced search. So if you're at the top of your page, you're going to see the advanced feature here. So we're going to go ahead and click on the advanced. And in this advanced search, you're going to see several different options. So you can search by keywords, by titles, by location, whatever search parameters you want to do. And then you can choose to have it search everybody or just your first degree connections, your second degree connections, group members. Personally, I think you'd be best to search all of your connections, especially when you're prospecting. So we're going to go ahead and select all of those, and then you'll see here with the LinkedIn Premium, as I mentioned before, there's different search parameters that it allows you to have once you upgrade to that Premium. So these are all LinkedIn Premium search features that you might not see on your screen. So what I can do is, if I want to change the search parameters, I'm searching all of my connections, and I only want those with 51 to 200 employees. And then I'm going to also search by industry, and we're going to check, let's see, construction. And I'm gonna let, because I can do business anywhere, I'm gonna leave it as anywhere. And then I'm gonna click search. And it pulls up, it searches my connections and pulls up all of my connections that are in construction. Now that I'm at this point, what I can do is, you see on the top right-hand side, you can click to save the search. And when I click to save the search, you're gonna see I'm almost reaching my limit. I have, with the Premium, you get to save up to 5 searches. So I can go in and title this search as construction prospects. And I can choose the time, how often I want to be alerted to changes within this. So if a new person comes on board, I could choose to have this alert sent to me daily. But more realistically for me, I'm going to check it weekly. So you can adjust this simply to weekly, monthly, or never. Obviously, I would say most of you are going to probably want to go with weekly. And then you click save and you're done. And then that search will always appear. You can go back into it. You can go in and change the parameters. And then once again, it will send you a weekly update as to what's changed with your search. Now the other thing, so we talked about the advanced search a little bit, the saved search. Now let's go into tagging. So what we can do is, I'm going to click on connections. And when I click on connections, it's going to bring me to all of my connections here. So let's look at Dan. We'll go up here. So if I am connected to Dan Rollins, I can click on Dan. And when I click on him, as I showed you before, you're going to see the relationship information. And under the relationship, this is where you can choose to add a note, a reminder, how you met, or a tag. So if I click on the tag, you're going to see he's tagged as a referral partner. Now I can go in and I can add a new tag. I can manage my tags here. And I can see, so the ones I have right now are client, favorites, prospect, and referral partner. Now, truly, if you're going to spend a lot of time with marketing, and prospecting through LinkedIn, like I said, you might want to take a look at having all of your target markets in here and being able to tag those prospects based on that target market so that you could send them specific messages. So we're going to go and we're just going to click on manage tags so you can see this a little bit. So this is just basically shows you the tags that I have. You can edit or delete your tags, make any changes that you want. And what I had mentioned before too, that is a really cool feature, is if I'm going to go back into my connections here, and if I have, I've got a LinkedIn webinar coming up next week, or not a LinkedIn webinar, a LinkedIn training, in-person workshop coming up next week. So if I want to send a message to my referral partners and letting them know about this event and helping them to, or asking them to help promote it for me, all I need to do is I can come down here and I can filter my contacts. I can do all contacts, connections only, and then you'll see the tag feature here. So if I click on tag and referral partner, it's going to bring up my referral partners. Now, this is what's really cool. If I want to go ahead and, oops, send them a message, I can simply click to select all and send a message. Oops, got one that's not included. And I can send a message specifically to this group. So it's a really, really cool feature, and it does take a little bit of time to get set up, but I promise you that it is worth it in the end, especially when you can use this as a marketing tool for you. So here's the message that pops up, so I can go ahead and enter the subject and type in the message and send that out. And I didn't have to go in and find all of my connections, which is what you would have to do if they weren't tagged. So those are the 3 key strategies for LinkedIn. I'm going to jump back here one more time to the end screen. And here we go. So if you have questions or you need more help, please feel free to reach out to us and connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. We're always happy to answer questions that you might have. Also, I'm typically post at least once a week a special article on LinkedIn. And you can also join my email marketing list by texting WILDFIG, WILDFIG, to 22828. And you'll get great marketing tips on both LinkedIn and email marketing. Also, if you find that you're stuck, you're not quite sure how to complete your profile, or if your profile is attracting the right type of prospect that you're looking for, we do offer done-for-you services where we'll go in and create your profile. We'll work with you, we'll do a little interview, we'll get your profile written to attract that ideal client, and then we'll show you how to use it specifically for your needs. We also do LinkedIn consulting and LinkedIn workshops and webinars. So thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you learned some valuable information about how you can use LinkedIn to better manage your prospects.